Hi Ignite! I just wrapped up one of our live at-home classes. We're right here on my back patio, and one of the things I love to do as soon as I finish these classes is kick off my shoes, go walk on my grass, and go visit my pumpkin patch. That was totally spontaneous and an unexpected thing, and that's what I want to tell you about because I have learned so much from this pumpkin patch. All right, so a little bit about this garden area. It was a disaster. It had a bunch of awful shrubs and a big pampas grass bush that if you've ever had one of those and you've tried to take it out, it is a massive pain. But May the 17th was the day I cleaned out this flower bed and replanted all kinds of stuff on May the 18th, including 6 pumpkin seeds that my neighbor had given me. In planting the pumpkin seeds, I had zero expectation. I didn't know what the heck I was doing or what was going to happen, and it has totally blown my mind, and I've learned so much about pumpkins and how it relates to life. Exactly 1 month after planting my pumpkin seeds and this bed, I started seeing incredible growth. And then a month later, the seeds had grown into vines. And then on July the 5th, I started pruning my pumpkin vine. There are what's called tertiary vines. They're basically like suckers. These suckers take up a lot of energy from the main vine and the pumpkin. So this is what a sucker looks like right here. See that thing? This is just extra, and it's actually taking away from the pumpkin vine. So I went in there on July 5th and trimmed up my pumpkin vine, and when I did, like 2 days later, I had this legit pumpkin that has now grown into this big pumpkin. And this big pumpkin is not alone. There are many other pumpkins that are growing from the vine. Now you can look at this big, beautiful pumpkin patch. This is from 6 seeds that I planted, and 3 of these seeds have done this. The other 3 died. But all of these other things have grown too. So what I love so much about this pumpkin vine is these suckers are no different from the suckers in our life. The distractions, the habits that we pick up along the way that just zap our energy and need to be cut so that our fruit can grow, so that everything we are working towards and for to be our best in every capacity can grow into what we want it to grow into. But as long as we have the suckers, we're not going to grow into what we can be. We're not going to be able to produce the fruit that I know we all want to produce. So my encouragement to you, my reminder for myself is to cut the suckers. Cut the suckers that zap our energy. Get rid of those habits, be aware of them, and let's stop. So I'm going to show you 2 more things. This is a hollyhock plant. I planted this back when I planted this whole flower bed, and this hollyhock will get really, really tall. Right as it started putting off a bloom, a rabbit came and ate it for breakfast. And I was so disappointed. But then it has recently come back to have so many more blooms, and it's growing back. It didn't die. And that just reminds me about setbacks in life. They happen. And sometimes we think it's over, but we can't stop or give up on whatever it is that we're working towards. Because with the nourishment and the not giving up on it and the dedication and the love, it'll grow back. The whatever it is that we're working on is not over. We just have to be patient and keep nurturing it. And then this is my zinnia. So I planted my zinnias back when I planted this whole bed. I got one little pretty bloom from all the zinnias, from each zinnia that I planted. And I cut it back, I pruned it, because that's what you're supposed to do in order to get more growth. And look at this beautiful thing. It has just started, probably after a good month or 6 weeks of it being nothing, because of the pruning, because of the constant attention to care and nourishment. Look at it. It's more beautiful than ever and went from having 1 bloom to, I can't even count them, 10 or so. So just like this garden, our life is exactly the same. Constant care, constant nourishment, constant goodness. Never, ever giving up on what we planted. And never giving up on God. He can make something so beautiful out of nothing. Something that appeared dead, He can change it all and make something so beautiful and so ripe and so good out of it. We just can't give up. We have to keep working, keep trusting, and keep pruning.